So who is Stamp Fairtex? Stamp's birth name is Nadtawan Panthong, and I'm sorry if my pronunciation is really poor. She was born November 16th, 1997, which makes her 25 at the time of this video's production. She is a Muay Thai fighter, kickboxer, and mixed martial artist who currently competes under the One Championship banner. She is the organization's first two-sport world champion, not two-weight division, but two-sport champion, having held the one atomweight Muay Thai World Championship belt and the one atomweight Kickboxing World Championship belt. And now she's competing for an MMA World Championship title. Her name is inspired by the Fairtex gym where she has trained since the age of 18. This is common in Thailand for fighters to take on the name of their gym or camp when competing professionally. Stamp's backstory. Stamp started practicing Muay Thai at the age of 5 with her father, who is a former Muay Thai fighter. She began competing at the age of 6 a year later. During her childhood, she won multiple titles while competing in over 80 professional Muay Thai fights. Then she took an 8-year hiatus due to the lack of sufficient competition and a lack of opportunities for female Thai fighters at the time. At age 18, she moved to the Fairtex gym in Pattaya to continue her training in Muay Thai, but she also began training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and even won gold at the 2019 Siam Cup BJJ tournament in the women's gi 128-pound division. Stamp was finally discovered by Rich Franklin during the filming of Rich Franklin's One Warrior series. He was scouting another fighter at the time when he heard the loud cracking of Thai pads and was immediately impressed by Stamp Fairtex. Already being a veteran of well over 70 professional striking bouts, Stamp made her mixed martial arts debut in July 2018 on Rich Franklin's One Warrior series, and it was simply unforgettable. Squaring off with Indian rising star Rashi Shinde, the young Thai needed less than 20 seconds to land a devastating head kick and start her MMA career in brutal fashion. Stamp had officially arrived in her new sport, and the victory earned her a contract to compete on One Championship's global platform. Stamp's rise in One Championship. Once signed to One Championship, Stamp made her debut on October 6, 2018, where she was granted an immediate title shot against Kai Ting Chuan for the Atomweight Kickboxing World Championship. She won by unanimous decision, claiming her first One World title. Now she followed that up by facing Janet Todd for the inaugural One Atomweight Muay Thai World Championship on February 22, 2019, and won that fight by unanimous decision to become the One Championship's first two-sport world champion. Following that, Stamp shifted gears to MMA, making her MMA debut in One Championship the same year she'd won her World Championships, 2018. After winning 4 straight MMA fights, she went back to defend her kickboxing title, but lost a split decision to Janet Todd in their rematch in February of 2020. After that, she went back to MMA and won her fight in July of 2020, then went back to Muay Thai to defend her title against Alicia Rodriguez, but lost that title due to a majority decision. Going back to MMA, Stamp suffered her first loss by submission in January of 2021. Stamp avenged her loss in a rematch later that year and went on to win the One Women's Atomweight Grand Prix Championship with 3 straight wins. Now she had earned her shot at an MMA World Championship title against the reigning champion, Angela Lee. Unfortunately, Stamp Fairtex was unable to capture the title from Angela Lee. Following that loss to Angela Lee, Stamp bounced back with 2 definitive wins in MMA and a win in kickboxing against Supergirl, which brings us to the current fight against Ham Seul Hee. So why has this young lady become so popular in the world of martial arts and combat sports? At this point, Stamp Fairtex has become a bona fide star for the organization of One Championship. There are several factors that attribute to her popularity and international stardom. One is her fight schedule. Stamp stays busy, fighting multiple times a year and in multiple fighting disciplines. This keeps her fans fueled and excited to see her compete in either Muay Thai, kickboxing, or mixed martial arts. And why would they be excited? Because of the next factor, which is her fighting style. Stamp brings the fight in every competition that she is in. She is never in a boring fight, and she can never be accused of being a boring fighter. And that's in 3 different disciplines. And speaking of those 3 disciplines, that is the other factor, which is the allure of an athlete or a martial artist that competes so fervently in 3 styles of fighting, and who is truly not just talented, but very, very skilled. It'd be very easy to write off a Muay Thai stylist in the world of MMA, given the potential shortcomings with wrestling and grappling. But Stamp consistently shows her strength in grappling, which caused me to look into her training and find out that she actually was training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because prior to that, I just thought she was a Muay Thai stylist that was trying out MMA. And with that said, she seems to take all of these disciplines seriously, as seen through all of her training footage. And this takes me to another factor, which is her social media presence. One Championship has grown its own brand enormously through social media. They really seem to understand the importance of social media marketing, and as they are marketing their brand, they of course are marketing their top stars, or who they perceive to be their top stars. And Stamp is at the forefront. She has become an international star for her performances in the ring, in the cage, but also for her stamp dances before and after her fights. Through these various snippets shared online, people have started to see her personality. And that is what has pushed her to the forefront as a global star for One Championship. She seems to come off very genuine, fun, and innocent, but also very dangerous and skilled in the ring and the cage. She's consistently shown to train very, very hard, but to also make sure that she's having fun and enjoying her journey. Personally, I discovered Stamp's popularity through one of my students who had become openly obsessed with her through her fights and mainly through her social media presence. At that time, I had seen her fight a few times, and I really enjoyed her fights and her fighting style, but I really had no idea how big she was on social media. And this was made even more evident when she made her US debut in May of 2023, where she was one of the most popular stars on the card that featured fighters like Mighty Mouse, Rodtang, and Adriano Moraes. Why has Stamp Fairtex made history? Being the first martial artist and combat sports athlete to become a 3-sports world champion. This has not been achieved by any other superstars of any of these combat sports disciplines. Now, in the world of MMA and boxing, Muay Thai and kickboxing, there are a multitude of multiple division champions in all these sports, but no one has become a champion in all 3 sports. This would only be possible under the One Championship banner, as it does have the opportunity for all their fighters to compete in multiple disciplines, unlike other strict promotions, as in strictly an MMA promotion, strictly a kickboxing promotion, strictly a grappling promotion, and so forth. Stamp will also be one of the highest paid Thai fighters ever by a huge margin when she receives 10 million baht for her next fight. That's roughly $300,000. Again, given her superstar status at this time and what she potentially can achieve in the future, she has earned every dollar coming her way.